Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? How low can you go? I win. Check out my bass and tenor. That's what I call my genitalia. The bass and tenors. Sorry. Is what I also say straight afterwards. Welcome again to the podcast.
Hello.
Dramatic. Oh, you just.
Sorry.
I'm doing dramatic reading, and you're doing interrupting cow. Who? Moo. Yep.
So
No.
it's been a week.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
2 weeks
2 weeks. My bad.
since the new at Winter's Tale. 3 weeks since Cranksgiving.
Right.
Like what? 6 weeks since Halloween. A month and a half. 2 months since Grizzly Man.
52 weeks since last year.
Oh man, it's been a while since Adaptation.
Adaptation.
A bit of time since Happiness. A bit of Hoffman magic. Some Burbs happened there as well. Remember that time? There were good times. And
Well,
then last
God
week was
rest.
Spirited Bloody Away, where you were all like, no, 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 no. I don't like this good film. I don't like quality cinema. I'd rather not watch a new Winter's Tale ever again. I'd rather never see Spirited Away. I'd rather sit on my arse and go shit everywhere.
I think I touched it now.
Johnny Ellis, at Movie Man himself, is here. To
Movie_mad. Thank you very much.
Fuck off.
To
Fuck
talk
off.
about. Go on. I just had to correct you there. But go on.
I'm Andrew Jones. I'm asking him if he's movie mad. I'm very angry with him. I'm perpetually angry with him. I'm getting. Yeah, this podcast is not helping our friendship whatsoever.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one who showed me a New York Winter's
You
Tale.
sat here. You were complicit with it.
I tried to ignore it last week. I tried to not, and I didn't say anything about it last week, almost as if I hadn't seen it yet.
You wish you hadn't seen it, but you can never. It will always linger there now.
But what have you got for me this week?
I've got a Noah Baumbach film to get you bounce back with.
Noah Baumbach, from who did
He co-wrote.
that one I really like.
Francis He didn't just co-wrote. He actually wrote Madagascar 3.
Francis Ha.
Most Wanted.
Francis Ha.
Madagascar 3.
I've not seen Madagascar.
Madagascar 3 is infinitely better than any moment of Francis Ha could ever be.
Francis Ha is amazing.
Francis Ha could be awful.
I
I was listening
on a spiritual
the
level.
other day. I was listening. I've just bought the Adventureland soundtrack because I loved it when I was younger. I just listened to it again, and then Modern Love from Bowie started playing. And I was thinking, oh shit, fucking Francis Ha. Even when I think about it, now I'm stuck with that Francis Ha scene. I can't imagine the Adventureland stuff with it anymore, which is great stuff from there. But no, now I'm saddled with fucking Francis Ha. Greta fucking Gerwig.
See, if this podcast was the opposite,
I would
what
never
it
watch
is,
Francis
I
Ha.
would introduce you to.
I'd seen Francis Ha.
but I would have reintroduced you.
I spent the
or-
entire
yeah, I would
film staring at the emergency exit light in the screening because it was much more interesting than what was happening on screen. That film is a pile of shit. Well, if you want to go for quality black and white, independent, modern day cinema, Blue Jay, Mark Duplass, Sarah Paulson. That's a film which is shot in a nice way of black and white. It's not just like, oh, we'll put a black and white filter over it. We don't really care how it's going to look. We haven't really shot it for that. It has a nice, wonderful human story. It's not just awful human beings doing nothing. Fuck Francis Ha. Noah Baumbach, however, did mostly good films and came back with While We're Young to say, I'm sorry about how much I liked hipsters and millennials. Now I'm going to say, fuck you, hipsters and millennials. And I love that for him. As a millennial, I love that for him. This is, however, Greenberg we're talking about.
Greenberg,
The
yes.
film that introduced us to Greta Gerwig.
Oh, really? Oh, good.
Yes.
Yay.
And it was started off so well. I remember loving it, thinking, she's brilliant, she's going to be amazing.
Does it say Ben Stiller is Greenberg?
Ben Stiller is Greenberg.
Is Greenberg. So Greenberg's a name. Okay.
Greenberg is his superhero.
Right.
I am Greenberg. Is his
In
catchphrase.
darkest day, in blackest night,
Yes.
no evil shall
He
escape my
hates
light.
he's a big fan of all things green, money.
Yep.
He eats all things yellow, Asians. He is Greenberg.
I'm looking forward to this one. Nothing can be worse. Nothing can
Be worse than Spirited Away.
The last 2 weeks.
Nothing can be worse than Spirited Away, he says.
Well, no, I'm still thinking of
Spirited
New York
Away.
Winter's
I
Tale.
get it.
Spirited Away was a bit of a, it was a bit better and it was an uptake, but it was.
It's a face palm.
Yeah, well, that's how I spent the entirety of the New York Winter's Tale episode.
What about Cranksgiving? Do you not remember how good Cranksgiving was?
Thanksgiving was fun.
Commando, Mallrats.
Yes.
I'm giving it to you, and you're saying no.
Spotlight. Oh, I can't wait till I get my turn. Because you're gonna enjoy yourself.
What?
Oh yeah, it's coming. Spotlight.
It's all Spotlight.
It's
Everything
all
you said is
Spotlight.
Worryingly Spotlighting. Should we be recording this part? Is this just, between us two?
It's just between us two.
Yeah. This is really uncomfortable. I'm not quite sure what you...
You've
When
got
you
to
say
ease
your
into
turn,
it.
I've got to... So I've got to be the bitch this one.
Yeah.
You're going to broke back me.
Well, no, not this one, but soon.
No, I'm Gyllenhaal and you're going to Enos me.
I don't know what to say to that.
I mean, he famously said, I wish I knew how to quit you, Enos.
Is that coming soon?
Jake Gyllenhaal is very much coming soon.
Yeah, always.
Bubble Boy.
Um,
He's always looking out for that poom pow. Bubble Boy. Again, that's coming soon. There's some great Jake Gyllenhaal films out there.
like Nocturnal Animals.
There's some great Jake Gyllenhaal films out there. Just, they're not all called Prince of Persia, sounds like.
I went on a date to see Prince of Persia.
Oh, I went on my own to see Prince of Persia. Who was the date with? Tell me all the details. How far did we get? Did she take one look at Jake and goes, you know what? I can't deal with you. I need Jake.
We've stayed friends to this very day.
That's the power of Prince of Persia.
But yeah, she whenever we talk about it, she just remembers it for having to sit there for the entirety of the film, needing to go to the loo, but not being able to, because it was a date and she was all nervous because I was handsome and
Yeah, you were handsome back then.
I was.
Now, of course.
After that horrible
Relegated to me. You were scarred by Persia.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But
Was Sir Ben Kingsley in that one?
I don't think so.
No?
I can't remember it much.
I've got a feeling I've had a friend who was doing like ostrich racing extra work in that film. And Sir Ben Kingsley was, he's like his henchman or something. It might have been that one or something else.
I don't really remember much from it.
I don't
was as
remember much,
nervous
I
as
just
she
remember-
was, really. So I wasn't really concentrating on the film. And it wasn't that great anyway.
That was
so-
a bad film. I sat there. I went to see it when they were doing the... they had a red carpet event once, so Alex Zane was hosting it, and thus it was beamed to all these cinemas nationwide, the red carpet stuff, so I had to sit through that for like an hour because they didn't say, oh, it starts then, but then the film will actually start at this time.
I had to do that for the Beatles thing.
The Beatles?
Yeah, the Beatles.
Which one of them?
The
Sir Ben
Beatles.
Kingsley was in it,
Yeah.
yes.
8 days a week, the touring years.
Oh, so not one of their good films.
That was an alright film.
Oh, I mean, for the films that came out this year, I think Popstar's better.
That's not a Beatles
Doinky
film.
Doink. Ringo Starr says Doinky Doink. It's the
That's
best
a-
Beatles film you'll ever see.
If anything, that's a Beatles
That's a Ringo
film.
solo film.
It's a
I'll take
Beatles
Ringo
film.
solo then before anyone else, because what's Paul McCartney given us?
Well, I mean, Paul McCartney
One episode
died.
of The Simpsons.
Paul McCartney died years ago, didn't he? And it's not actually him.
Okay, but Michael Jackson's replacement, Paul McCartney. His episode with Linda of The Simpsons, great, sure, yeah. But Ringo's episode was better.
Yeah.
George's episode was even better, actually.
But
What a lovely vlog.
yeah, what were we saying? Oh yeah, I had to sit through that with the blue carpet. The Leicester Square was completely changed for
For Eiffel
The
65's classic song.
the entirety of Leicester Square was covered in blue carpet. It's ridiculous. But
Which really showed up Ron Howard's red hair.
yep.
What little there is left of it.
Oh.
It's not an oh moment. Come on. He wears caps because he knows. He kept wearing that Making America Great Again cap, and it was really worrying.
Yeah, well, how much of an idiot does he look like now that Trump's not president, eh?
Oh, God. Why do we have to edit these episodes so early in advance?
So
Greenberg. What do you know about Noah Baumbach?
He's
He's
sort
being
of very
sexy
indie.
Bauch.
Am I right in thinking indie?
Sorry?
Very indie.
He never did one of those movies, no.
He's not Indian.
Okay, I was going Indiana Jones, but we both went different directions. The bit failed.
My bad.
Our bad.
Our bad.
Johnny, it's our bad.
It's always my bad. I'm to blame for everything.
We're all to blame.
Unless
two of
it's
us.
Rocket League, then it's you.
No, it's Donald Trump to blame.
It's
on
Donald
that one.
Trump to blame for that.
We played with Donald Trump on Rocket League. How many people get to say that? It's very surreal.
And he was on the orange team.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's perfect.
fun times. So Greenberg.
Well, what do you know? What do you know about Noah Baumbach in general?
Not much. We were while we're young.
While we're young. Starring.
Starring Ben Stiller and Adam Driver and I can't remember who else.
Charles Grodin, Naomi Watts, and Amanda Seyfried.
There we go. And Francis Ha, I think, are the only ones
You've seen.
the only ones I recall. Do you want to get his IMDb up?
Do I need to get his IMDb up, or do I need to go kicking and screaming, not the Will Ferrell version?
Nope.
Okay, what about The Squid and the Whale? Coming to Criterion this month.
Squid and the Whale.
The Squid and the Whale, Jesse Eisenberg,
Nope, I'm thinking
Owen
Eagle
Klein.
vs Shark. Nope,
Laura Linney,
nope, not seen that. Is that coming soon?
Daniels, Niplet, Stephen Baldwin?
Stephen Baldwin.
I think it's Stephen Baldwin. One of the Baldwins. I think it's Stephen. Stephen. Is he the Trump guy?
I think so.
Oh,
What an
fuck
idiot
that shit.
What an idiot he looks like now, eh?
Trump that bitch is what he kept saying in that film. It's really weird. It's
I
like,
feel
now I
bad.
get it.
I feel bad for Alec Baldwin though, because
Yeah,
he's lost out on a job.
This is his big character.
Yeah.
Now what's he going to do?
What's he gonna do?
Just
Everyone's
NPR
forgotten.
interviews the entire time?
Everyone's forgotten who Trump is. Like we're saying Trump, and the listeners are just like, who?
Yeah, they're thinking,
that was
the
the
guy
guy
who used to do Celebrity Apprentice, now it's Commando.
That was the guy that Hillary beat. That one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
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 She's going to be so good.
It's weird that she's running her presidency from her jail cell now. It's strange.
I mean, we all do crazy things.
Yeah.
I think she had a wild night when she won, and it's good that they said, you know what, you have to be under arrest for 2 months because you can't spray that on the walls.
Yeah.
She's a squatter.
Jesus Christ.
That was
so,
the worst thing I could ever say.
Greenberg
Is a movie.
is a movie. I don't know what it's about. I have nothing.
You can't get a glimpse of what it could be about basically just by the fact of films he's made before or after, as you've seen the after ones.
Right, so it's not going to have that sort of Francis Ha, While We're Young feel
How do you mean?
script-wise, dialogue and just sort of like, from what I recall, it was just sort of very, very indie, like you know those sort of
happy-go-lucky.
I am gonna guess Ben Stiller plays a screenwriter.
He plays Greenberg.
Yeah, but I assume I'm gonna guess he's a writer of some sort.
Okay. What's he doing?
Because write about what you know. He's teaching Greta Gerwig.
Or is Greta Gerwig teaching him?
No. He's teaching Greta
No,
Gerwig.
as in Blindside.
Oh,
I thought we were going to teach him, but in the end, it feels like he's been teaching us. Oscar-winning speech.
no, I think it's going to be a sort of teacher-student thing.
A sex party.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Eyes Wide Shut.
Do you want to teach a student sex party? I'll teach you a thing or two.
Spotlight.
Give you some good grades.
I'm
Getting a
looking
D
How long is
in
this?
the A.
How long is Greenberg?
It's an hour and 48. So it's the shortest film for a while. Since Crank 2. That's not saying
It's
much.
actually 9 letters long. That's how long it is.
Fuck you. Fuck you and your stupid fucking fuck yous. No! You don't get to do a bit like that's awful. That is the worst of humanity right there. And we're about to discuss what the worst of humanity is when we go and watch Greenberg.
Oh, now I'm intrigued.
Yeah. He's going to trump that bitch.
Till then, see you in a couple of minutes, I guess.
Well, no, a couple of hours. I'm going to make it really long. We're going to put the entire audio of the film on here.
Fair enough.
Pirate it. Add your own visuals and guess what happens.
We'll just leave the recorder on while
Yeah,
we watch.
that's it. See you in a bit after Greenberg.
Hey, Greenberg, what are you doing these days?
I've been in New York, but right now I'm really trying to do nothing for a while.
That's brave at our age.
Dear Starbucks, in your attempt to manufacture culture out of fast food coffee, you have been surprisingly successful for the most part. The part that isn't covered by the most part sucks.
I'm impressed by you.
In what way?
You seem really fine doing nothing. You don't feel all that pressure to be successful. I mean, by other people's standards.
What do people say about me?
They think you don't make any efforts.
I'm making my brother's family a doghouse.
Can we take it slow? I just got out of a long relationship and I don't want to go from just having sex to just having sex to just having sex.
Who's the third just having sex?
You, if we had sex.
Youth is wasted on the young. I would go further. Life is wasted on the living.
That was a good quote.
Roger Greenberg, 2008.
Lovely film.
Very dark, very sad, very
Yeah.
tinged in bitterness and misery and hope and hopelessness simultaneously.
It's a lovely Sunday afternoon film. If it were Sunday, but it's a Wednesday night.
You see, I don't think it's a Sunday afternoon film. I think it's a Monday night grab a bit of alcohol, really just, make yourself feel morose film.
I think it's a sort of a good one to kick you into Monday morning. You know?
I hate the world. There's something out there, but even so, it can be pretty tough because there are people out there who are nasty. There are people out there who are nice, but people who are out there are kind of weird.
Yeah,
Roger Greenberg is out there being weird.
Had a nice ending. I liked the
Does it?
ending. Yeah, I liked it.
I don't think that's a nice ending. I think this is kind of like... I don't believe it's a proper end. I don't believe the ending goes anywhere in the end. I don't think
Yeah,
the
no, that's what I like
I think the
about it.
characters after the credits roll
Yeah.
don't have anything good happen to them.
No, I'm not saying that either.
It's dark.
I like, yeah. Well,
Sad. I feel bad.
I like dark and sad and feeling bad.
Oh, what like? Yeah, I was noticing. I mean, when the credits were going on, there was people I did not realise were in this film.
Dave
'Cause
Franco,
Dave Franco pops up. Brie Larson and Julia
Brie
Temple.
Larson, actress.
Mark Duplass.
Oscar-winning actress. Brie Larson.
Sure. Yeah,
Just putting that out now.
of course.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Well, she co-wrote the story, produced
Yeah,
the film.
but I didn't
She's
know.
Noah Baumbach's
She's-
number one Goyle.
She's only just sort of popped into my radar after Hateful,
He loves Tarantino.
but I don't love Hateful.
She's
I haven't had a chance to watch the Blu-ray.
I'm sure it doesn't work well the second time round.
I saw it a second time.
I suppose it doesn't work too well the third time round.
I want to watch it one more time.
One last time.
Come on, have a drink with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really write much note-wise.
No, it was too hard to write notes during this film. It's one of those ones you want to wrap yourself into the world of.
Yeah. It was nice. I liked the I gotta say the letter writing reminded me of something. Can you guess?
Demolition.
Yeah. Is it Demolition or
Jake
Demolition
Gyllenhaal in
Man?
Demolition.
What's Demolition Man?
Demolition Man isn't that is it Arnie or Sly?
Oh right, yeah, I haven't
No,
seen that.
Arnie's Running Man. Demolition Man's Sly and I think Sandra Bullock.
Alright.
I've not seen it.
But yeah, it reminded me a lot of Demolition.
Man.
Yeah, man.
That's clearly about this vending machine that didn't quite work in your hospital. Also, my wife died. Prince of Persia.
I liked his list at the very beginning.
I liked his lisp at the very
His
beginning as
shopping-
well.
His shopping list.
His shopping lisp.
No shopping list.
His lisp. What's on the shopping lisp?
Whiskey and ice cream sandwiches.
I think you mean whiskey and ice cream sandwiches. That was the bit. It's called the lisp bit. It will go down in history as the best bit of podcasting ever made.
And also, it made me want to watch Just My Luck.
You know what? I hear it's okay.
Yeah,
Kind of funny in places.
It looked like it was. I mean, if it's got the what's his name?
If it's got the Ivan Schrack,
Oh no, I was
Reese
talking the actor.
Ifans,
Reese Ifans'
Approval.
seal of approval. Yeah, then it must be.
Chris
worth-
Pine, I believe, and also McFly did a song because I remember at a Comic-Con thing they had like standees everywhere. And it was like featuring a soundtrack by McFly was the big thing. It wasn't so much Lindsay Lohan and Chris Pine, but hey, look, McFly, sing a song. Yeah. It was the same Comic-Con where they tried to push Aragon by bringing in the lead actor
Oh,
and not, John Malkovich. If I'm going to watch a film, it's going to be John Malkovich who's going to tell me how to watch it. So what do you think about... do you remember there's a part of a movie in which Greenberg is mentioned a bit? A movie I think you've seen. I would assume you'd have seen. About a rapper with a beard. Who was once an actor without a beard.
A rapper with a beard who was once an actor.
Sans beard.
Oh, I'm still here.
I'm
God,
still
I can't
here.
even remember that. I can't even remember it.
There's a scene where he is being talking to Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller's trying to push the script of Greenberg on him to get him to play the Rhys Ifans role.
Oh, really?
That's a scene from that film.
So was that an actual
I do
thing
not
that
believe
happened,
a
or-
single moment of that would be. I would believe Noah Baumbach would be the person to push it, not Ben Stiller,
Yeah.
who doesn't even take a producing credit on this film. He's
Yeah.
just there as actor and friend to Noah Baumbach. That's purely fictional, guys. Casey was like, probably like, hey, it'd be cool if you could talk about a project that's coming up soon. It's a funny prank we're playing. I miss being Ben's brother. Now I have to be a proper human being.
Didn't that... It
Film.
came out just before the film was released. It came out that it was all a prank.
The week
Wasn't it?
of, they decided, you know what? Yeah, we're going to admit it's a prank. It's like, what the?
It's like...
Why would you do that at that point? You already had the people who knew. Like, everyone knew it was a prank, but at the same time, there were still people who were
there
like,
were still
no,
the
no.
doubters going, oh, it could be.
Yeah, so I want to see what it's about. And then
Yeah.
you just ruined everything, and then it was a huge flop because you just said no.
Yeah.
And as you know in improv, saying no gets you everywhere. No, it doesn't. So what is Greenberg about? At a basic level,
On a basic level,
it's about man's life.
yeah. It's about Roger Greenberg is sort of house sitting for his family.
His brother played by...
Mark Duplass.
No.
Mark.
No. Mark Duplass is his old friend.
Oh, sorry. No.
Merry Christmasina! Christmasina.
Right.
Merry Christmasina.
Oh.
It's coming up soon. That's why we're watching it, because it's a
Um,
winter film. It's Merry Christmasina, everybody. Merry Christmasina.
But,
And he's having a chocolate orange because it's Christmas time. Yeah.
It is nearly.
It's
yeah.
close. I mean, it's winter.
But yeah, so it's Roger Greenberg's looking after the house, and he sort of has a thing
An
with
on and off affair thing.
Yeah, with Greta Gerwig.
Florence.
Florence.
The Greenbergs' personal assistant in
No
Los
machine.
Angeles. No. She doesn't need a machine. She just fucks a lot of guys instead. I assume that's what the machine was in the band. Just here in the middle of songs, and the high notes suddenly get hit.
But this Florence can actually sing, so it must. I don't know what happens
Sick
in.
burn.
I don't know what happens in later life
Wow, that's dark.
that makes her not be able to sing properly.
That is dark, and if I knew any of the songs that band had ever done, I might make reference to a lyric or a title.
No. Because remember, Hugh Grant was her husband and stuff. And she couldn't sing then.
You have to talk me through that one. When you say Hugh Grant, immediately I just can't stop thinking about Hugh Grant being Hugh Grant. So anything else, it's just like
Right.
it's like I think of Jason Statham.
In Greece, in Greenberg, Florence can sing.
Yes.
But then later in life, she can't sing when she's married to Hugh Grant. No?
No.
Come on.
Go on, tell me.
Florence Foster Jenkins.
Fucking hell. That is a huge leap to make. That is a huge leap to
I
make.
thought it was pretty obvious. Florence, Hugh Grant married to.
Who's thinking about Florence Foster Jenkins in the modern day setting of Greenberg? Although, actually, you know what? Not modern day setting. This is distinctly mid to late noughties, because if it was set these days, Roger Greenberg's problem with not being able to drive in Los Angeles would be nothing, because Uber. I know as someone who can't drive who went to Los Angeles, Uber all the way. Uber Alice.
Yeah, when is it set? So
This is 2007, 2008.
I was trying to decide what Fast and Furious film.
That was Fast and Furious.
The Fast and Furious.
No,
or-
Fast and Furious,
right.
the 2009 release.
So that was number 4.
So it was an early... Yeah, number 4. Which Roger Greenberg's walking past at one point. And then walks past a gigantic car showroom full of
Yeah.
sports cars.
I thought he was going to buy himself a sports car. I thought it was going to be like a
I can't drive, but I can
midlife-
do this. And
yeah,
then suddenly
midlife crisis thing.
he turns around and he goes, I've got some good friends who know how to drive as well. Welcome to the family. And suddenly Greenberg is a prequel to another Fast and Furious. Oh, Dominic, what are you doing now? I'm writing a letter to the New York Times. I've got a letter to write to your face.
So we're fine to link Greenberg to Fast and Furious.
Finally.
But to link it to Florence Foster Jenkins is just crazy.
No, because you didn't express further detail. You didn't start singing. If you started singing like Florence Foster Jenkins, everything would start to make sense.
Is there a soundtrack for Florence Foster Jenkins?
Yes, it's called Mamma Mia.
Still need to see that.
No one needs to see that. No one ever needs to see that. We didn't get to the plot of Greenberg. He's
Well,
in Los
it's
Angeles.
Not, it's kind of sort of a bit plotless. It just meanders along. It's nice.
It's a couple of weeks in this guy's life.
Yeah.
And who he hurts.
Yeah. Hurt people, hurt people.
Hurt people, hurt people.
That's I like that one. That's a good one. That's a
And
good one.
what happened to him in the early life to make him so weird?
Well, he was in an institution.
Called a band.
Oh.
He was in an
He was
institution
in-
called a rocking band.
Right, yeah, he was in... What are they called again?
Was it the Maker's Mark? Or the Marker Pens?
The marker pens.
Okay.
That was it. Yeah.
It's either whiskey or writing. Or ice cream sandwiches. I could go for one of those right now. Pop or get squishy. But yeah, so it was him, Risa Fans, and Mark Duplass were in a rock band together. They were going to go so big, they almost got a record deal.
And then he said no.
Artistic integrity.
Yeah.
He wanted full creative control. They did not say yes. He chose for them. He ruined everyone's lives with his indecision and his ability to be a dick.
Yeah.
And
but
now he lives his life as a carpenter in New York City.
Yeah. It got him to this point now. It's nice.
New
You know,
York
nice.
City.
I don't know what that was reference.
Cowboys, just doing cowboy things.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
Okay.
doing cowboy things. Do you want me to do cowboy things to you?
What's cowboy? I'm confused.
Have you seen Brokeback Mountain?
No.
Life finds a way.
Is that Brokeback
That is what
Mountain?
Brokeback Mountain. Jake Gyllenhaal turns Heath Ledger going, I'm not sure about this. And Heath Ledger looks at him and goes, don't worry, baby, life finds a way, and then sticks it in. Didn't win the best picture because Crash apparently found a better way to stick it in.
That's one I need to see. Crash.
Wait, which one?
Crash.
Which one?
What do you mean, which one?
There's two crashes.
There's two crashes?
There's two crashes.
What, an original remake or...?
Yep, an original and a remake. The remake is vastly different.
I'm confused.
The
What was
remake decided to focus more on racism in Los Angeles rather than people who find a fetishistic sexual attraction to car crashes.
What?
Crash, 1996, David Cronenberg.
Oh. I do need to see more Cronenberg.
Crash, 2006. 2005 even. No, 2006. No, 2005. 2006. 2006, Paul Haggis. 2005. 2006?
2006 was the year that Walk
We
the
Made
Line
Contact.
should have won.
1988, Crash, Paul Haggis won the Oscar. Sandra Bullock, Brendan Fraser. Tansy Newton, Terrence Howard.
None the wiser.
Ryan Philippe. Ludacris. Sorry, Chris Bridges. Ends with the Stereophonics. Don Cheadle, producer. Who else is in that film?
Why are you
Matt
asking
Dillon,
me?
of course. Matt Dillon, who plays Werner
course.
Herzog.
What?
In one
Oh,
sequence,
no, this is so confusing.
Matt Dillon at one point has to rescue someone from a car in a traffic crash in Los Angeles. He's playing Werner Herzog when he had to rescue Joaquin Phoenix in a car accident.
Sometimes I don't know whether you're joking or not.
Joaquin Phoenix was in a car accident. The only person to help him out of that was Werner Herzog in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yep.
Fuck off.
No.
Seriously?
Yep.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I never knew about that. What the
It will make you walk the line. There's a line away from this
See,
car.
now I think you're joking again.
This is how we do it, one step at a time, into the inferno. Now on Netflix. Come watch my movie.
What was I going to say? Herzog, Phoenix.
We're talking about Oscar winners. Talking about
Phoenix
Los
should have won.
Angeles.
Phoenix should have won the Oscar.
Joaquin Phoenix. Greenberg.
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 Right, yeah, let's go
Greenberg.
back to Greenberg. I liked it. I really did. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I really, really liked it.
Would you go and see other Noah Baumbach films of that style?
Yes. I want to go home and watch Francis Ha.
Yeah, but that's not one of those of that
Yeah,
style.
but
That's a
Greta
terrible
Gerwig.
film. She was so good in this film. So good in this film. Why did they waste her by letting her write?
Would you rather watch Greta Gerwig in Francis Ha or Greta Gerwig in Wiener Dog?
Wiener Dog, because it's much shorter.
Is it?
Her sequence is much shorter.
Oh, no, yeah, but you have to watch the whole film.
That's fine. That's fine. I can never stomach Francis Ha again.
That bad?
Never again. I was so unready to watch While We're Young because I was scared that Noah Baumbach could turn his back on what I loved about him. And then he gave me a 10 out of 10 perfect movie.
I don't remember liking.
It's so fucking
While We're
good.
Young
Everything
that
about
much.
that film is brilliant.
I will add it to my list of films I need to desperately rewatch.
Should. I think it's on, Amazon these days to watch.
Good, good.
Really good. Holds up well. Watched it twice in the cinema. Laughed every time. But yeah, so you've got Squid and the Whale, which is coming up on the
Squid and the
Criterion
Whale.
Collection soon, so I'll
Right.
be showing you that somehow. Margot at the Wedding. Nicole Kidman and Jack Black.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. No one liked that film. I loved it.
okay.
And of course, Kicking and Screaming. Hysterical film. His
And
first.
it's not Will Ferrell.
Not the Will Ferrell one, the one from the 90s.
Right. Yeah, I only know of the Will Ferrell one.
Sure, of course.
Who's in the 90s
I
one?
don't remember anyone notable in the 90s one.
Mm.
It's a young independent film,
Yeah.
you know. It's just really well written. Very funny.
Mm.
Has a nice attitude to it.
Yeah, I do like Noah Baumbach
This is by the way, this is a Noah Baumbach picture.
picture.
Not a film, a picture, because it's all got that 70s kind of stylistic elements to it.
Yeah, it had
Those
a,
kind of
yeah, it had, I
zooms
did
and
like the
dollies.
style.
And tracking shots that are just slightly, wait, this is not what we normally do these days. It's kind of cool.
Mm.
Kind of retro.
I thought it was going to end a bit sooner than it did.
Yeah.
There was
how?
a scene where he was at the cross.
When he's at the crossing.
and the traffic was going by, and I thought it was going to cut to black.
One car goes by and
Yeah.
down, indie rock music.
And then I also thought it might have ended sooner than that when he decided to go to Australia.
With
I thought,
Step niece.
yeah,
Brie Larson.
yeah. And who's the other girl?
Juno Temple.
Juno Temple, that was it.
Gotta love Juno Temple. Got to love Juno Temple.
Um,
She's the best.
She's great.
She's the best.
She
should be in more things, but she's in a lot of things anyway.
But yeah, so there were 3 potential endings, one of which it took. But yeah,
Could have ended just after,
when he got in the car, just that sort of shot of him in the back of the car.
I mean, when he got into the pool the first time, it could have been a short film about a man who starts house sitting, then jumps in the pool and starts to drown. Then cut to the credits. Like, oh, this was a weird film. We didn't get any kind of structural story. We had a start of a relationship. That was it. Okay.
Could have been interesting.
Right, yeah. Weird. Cinema. Le cinema.
But yeah,
Johnny,
yes.
are you mad that you watched this movie?
Not at all.
Are you movie mad?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, I am.
That's a positive.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
What are you going to do about it? Huh?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I've always been movie mad, so, I mean...
Dave Franco.
No, I'm Johnny.
Oh, sorry, Dave Franco.
What about Dave Franco?
Isn't he cool?
He's
Playing
cool.
Mr. Coke. Of course he's the guy who brings Coke to a party. He's Dave Franco.
course.
He's that guy.
Who is he playing in the room?
He's Greg Sestero.
Oh, okay.
James is playing Tommy, he's playing Greg.
Right, yeah.
And somehow Bryan Cranston's playing Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston's in it?
Yep, playing
he's-
Bryan Cranston.
No, fuck off. Is
No,
he?
yeah, he's playing Bryan Cranston. He's apparently at one point he's there to offer Greg Sestero a role in Malcolm in the Middle. Yep. It's like, wait,
Oh, that's
what are we
brilliant.
doing
When is
here,
that
guys?
out? That needs to be out soon.
It's always just sticking there now. It's like it's not going to come out for a while. I don't know
Yeah,
what's going to
'cause
happen to it.
They've been filming.
They filmed it,
and they've
yeah,
filmed-
yeah.
they
What,
finished.
last winter, early this year, kind of over that
Yeah.
course. And they changed its title to The Masterpiece, as opposed to The Disaster Artist.
Alright.
But yeah, it's just kind of like nothing's going
I
on.
wonder
There.
how he feels about it.
Tommy's probably making some money out of it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, he did approvals
Mm.
on James and Dave. Not that he had much of a say in it, to be honest. I mean, he has to get his life right, sure, but it's all about Greg, who has to have the say, because he's the one who, you know, co-wrote the book.
Yeah.
It should be fun. I hope it's fun. I hope it's not like a James Franco trying to do a think piece thing. I hope it just gets the sense of the story that is in the book,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny, kind of weird, very intriguing.
I should read the book someday.
Do you want to borrow it?
One day.
I've got it signed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Greg signed it. But not Tommy.
You can get Tommy
I
to
don't
sign
want
it.
Tommy
in
to sign
February.
it. It refers to him as a vampire.
First, what?
It refers to him as a vampire in one page, right? I don't want
Oh,
him to
right.
sign it. He's a vampire. You know what no one wants a vampire to do? Sign things. Because if they do the sign, suddenly they do the cross. And the cross is the sign that kills them. And I don't want to kill Tommy Wiseau. Not before Best Friends comes out.
You looking forward to Best Friends?
Yeah, as much as I was looking forward to watching The Neighbours on Hulu.
So,
better films by
Better
better
films.
people.
what have we got next week?
Next week it's not quite set in stone yet because some things have gone up in the air. And it's not up in the air.
I can't remember when we are right now. What? Are we
We're in the week that's coming up to
Right,
the one
yes.
we're not quite... We're
Okay,
still
yeah.
spinning the bottle on.
The
The one where you made sure everything fell apart.
Wait, when? What? How? Who?
Yeah, you know what you did.
What did I do?
You destroyed all the copies of the film we were going to watch.
Oh, that
Bastard.
one.
You went to
Yeah.
the Disney Vault and said, you know what? I want to find Song of the South and I want to piss on it and then I'll find the film we were going to watch and destroy that. It's great, now we can't watch it.
Forgot about that. Yeah, it's my
It's even
bad.
a Disney film, they just have it there. Because Jerry Lewis said we'll put the copies of The Day the Clown Cried in there instead. So how are we going to watch the film? We'll
Just stick
never
with
get to
Bambi.
do The Day the Clown Cried.
Day the Clown Cried.
The Day the Clown Cried. You don't know
Well-
what that is, do you?
No,
Okay, well go home and look it up because everyone listening does.
the day the clown died.
Cried.
Cried. Sorry.
Cried.
Cried.
I don't know if he dies at the end. I would assume possibly it's not going to be a happy ending. It's not going to be a happy film. But when it does finally come out, I'm very excited to watch it.
Well, I will look that up, and
Next week we'll have something special
next
for
week
you.
we'll have something. And
Well,
it will always
we'll
be
get
special.
close to it. We'll give you a good Christmas present. You don't know what it is, but when you open it up, you'll go, "Oh, okay, thank you," and be polite, and then
Yeah.
get on with your day, you bastard. It's free entertainment, you buggers.
Yeah,
It's free.
exactly.
Let's not talk about the entertainment side of things too much because obviously we're not delivering on that. But
Doesn't have to be free. You can give us money if you want.
yes, Patreon
Yeah, feel free to.
somehow.
Feel free
PayPal.
to give us money.
Find us on Twitter and then ask us our addresses and then send us checks.
Yeah,
Make sure they're signed.
or just stalk us. I mean, that's...
Hey, if you stalk us with money, I'm happy to do anything
Yeah.
you want. Smart like.
So we can be found together on
Oh,
Twitter.
we're always together.
Of course. We can
Join
be
the
found-
YIP.
We can be found on Twitter together at @movie_mad.
No, you can be found at movie_mad though, can't you? So you know,
Yeah, but
plug for you doubly.
No.
Bastard.
we can be found at @movie_mad.
Oh yeah.
We're also on Instagram as @movie_mad.
Do you have to say the at? Is that the important
Yeah.
thing? Really?
I don't know.
It sounds like a waste of time.
And our email address is
At?
iumoviemad@hotmail.co.uk.
Oh, you've taken the at out of my mouth.
Ah, you don't want them? Don't get them. There we go. Where can we find you?
Lonely and quiet because no one wants me, so I don't get it.
I
I'm
always
also on
want you.
Twitter at Ethan Runt.
Sorry? You mean Ethan Run, don't you? Right? Just plain old Ethan Run. Not old. You're not that old.
How many times do I have to slap you in a month on the air as twir?
Until I say the safe word.
Like,
Spotlight.
oh boy, this relationship's getting weirder. I love it for it. Oh, we're almost at the end of the year. Doesn't feel like that, does it?
No, it doesn't. It
Feels
feels
like there's a
like
couple of months left.
feels like mid-November.
Oh,
If that.
no, not even that.
Not even.
Feels like before,
few
Hillary
days off.
won the
Yeah.
presidency. Gosh.
Yeah, it feels like presidency wasn't even not even like a week ago.
I mean, it's kind of crazy. It feels a lot like England finally decided, you know what, this whole Brexit, we don't need experts thing was a stupid thing, and they decided we will vote to remain. But that's happening next month. You know, Happy May Day.
I guess
Dance around the pole. Morris dances.
I guess we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Goodbye. Are You Movie Mad is part of the Podnose Network, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. Produced and edited by Andrew Jones, executive producer George Grimwood. To find out more about Podnose's network, go to www.podnose.com.